I'm Dave Daly for KeizerTV.com. We're here today interviewing our Keizer City Councilor, Cathy Clark. And Cathy, today we're going to talk to our Keizer citizens about transportation. And we brought Cathy out here today to the corner of Chemawa and Shoreline. And beneath us has been a long-term project. We're in our third year of a three-year project out here. And so Cathy, for our audiences who may not know, what was the scope and budget of this project 3 years ago?
Well, thank you, David. This project has been on our list for a long time because we know that people need a safe way to walk and bike as well as to drive from River Road all the way down to our regional park at Keizer Rapids. So this project is about over a mile long from River Road to the park, and it's about a $4 million project when you add all of the funds together.
Wow, that's a big investment. And I understand that our civic leaders applied for federal funds through our state in order to be able to swing that dollar amount. Not all of it's coming from our local taxes?
That's correct. We took a match from our street fund, which is the gas tax money that comes back to us, and about $1.3 million. And then the rest of it we were able to get through a couple of ways. One was to successfully compete for a transportation enhancement grant. This is a very tough process, and this project was so good that we were able to get funding to come back to Keizer to build this.
Well, thank you to our civic leaders and the team who look out for the transportation issues, because there's big plans for lots of students, kids going to school, and as our Keizer Rapids Park becomes a regional draw, I think a lot of us are going to enjoy the ability to have a safe walk here on Chemawa all the way over this mile-long stretch. So we wanted to cover today some of the unique points that you may not know as you're driving by. But there's a big plan and design here that's green and smart, and it's really meant for long-term, most effective use of the water system coming off the street. So we're going to show you a finished side here, and then we're going to take you to a side that's under construction to appreciate how deep this actually goes. So Cathy, take us through what we're seeing here.
Well, I'd be happy to. Along with doing sidewalks and bike lanes, we took the opportunity to put in rain gardens. Rain gardens take care of the runoff from the road, and they do a wonderful job of filtering the water before it goes back into the aquifer. Traditional road construction includes storm drains. These are grates that you see along the side of the road. The storm water from the street goes into those drains, and in Keizer, those do not go to the sewer, and I can't emphasize that enough. In some systems, they are combined, but in Keizer, if it goes down the storm drain, it's heading to the river.
Wow.
Which is why we don't want things going down there, aside from water. The rain gardens are designed to absorb a tremendous amount of water, and we have experience now with several streets. We started off with our Civic Center, which is surrounded by rain gardens, Dearborn Northeast, and then the part of Chemawa that's completed also has rain gardens.
So this vegetation will always remain low, is that correct? We're here at a busy intersection, but it's designed to stay low so that it doesn't need to be mowed or maintained. We have some pretty trees, I notice, that are spaced out every so often, but this vegetation here is just meant to be absorbent. Is that the case?
That's the idea, and we've learned through our experiences and learning from the experiences of other municipalities that have done this work, what works and what doesn't. Because you're right, the line of sight is so important for safety, and so many of the features along this project are designed for safety. We want the rain gardens to also have that function.
Now we notice also there's an irrigation hose. This is temporary. Tell us how long it'll be here and why it's there.
It's there because these are new plants, and in the summer they're going to get awfully dry, and what we want them to do is get deeply rooted and established, and then the natural cycle of rain and sun will allow them to flourish, but we need to get them off to a good start.
So now we brought Cathy down into an area of the construction here on Chemawa that is still under construction. And Cathy, my gosh, we're about 3-4 feet deep, and I believe this is below where the rain gardens are going to go. But for audiences, how do these come together and why is it so deep?
This has to be deep in order to prepare the proper layers of soil to absorb a lot of water. Remember, this is designed to take all that rain that's hitting the street and get it before it floods and so forth. So we want to make sure that it has the capacity for all that water. It has to go this deep, and then it's prepared with the different layers of soil. and then the plants that are supposed to go on top that do a great job filtering the water.
We also wanted to bring you this view into how deep this hole is because since Chemawa hasn't been updated in decades, there were many water lines and sewer lines and cables and electrical and gas lines that had to be coordinated. And Cathy, with all these agencies having to collaborate and work together to pull this off, what would you like to say to them?
Well, this was a collaborative effort. There's no question about it. We had to have the cooperation of all of our utilities, and I would like to thank them for getting their utilities moved and helping us design this. In addition, we had to have collaboration with our stormwater department to design all of these stormwater systems. In addition, I would like to thank ODOT, the Oregon Department of Transportation. They are the lead agency on this project, and particularly like to thank Tim Potter, who is the Region 2 Area 3 manager, and Shane Otteson, who is their construction manager. And of course, Bill Lawyer, our Public Works Director from the City of Keizer, and his crews. This is a collaborative effort. Working together, we're getting this done.
All right, well, that's the spirit, Cathy, of these great stories that we're shedding light on. And thank you very much for coming out here today, standing in a hole with us. But we're really excited to bring you some backline stories of things that are happening in Keizer's that make us all feel great about being here. So thank you, Cathy, for speaking with us today and sharing about transportation and how important it is to us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. And for more great stories, visit KeizerTV.com. Thank you.